Hey Pugh crew, welcome back. The Universal Orlando Resort is home to many different world-class rides and attractions, and they all have their place within the parks. But the fact is, some of them are more entertaining than others. So what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to give you our top 5 must-do attractions at Universal Orlando.
In 5th place, we have Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. This ride is the perfect combination of 3D effects mixed with an actual roller coaster track. The 3D technology is so impressive. In the second scene, regardless of where you're sitting on the cart, it feels like the trolls are looking directly at you.
So if I'm going to be honest, the first 2 or 3 times that I rode this attraction, I was just like, everybody must be so jealous because I have gotten a seat that the trolls are looking at, and it turns out, not at all.
The transitions between the real physical sets and the 3D screens are executed flawlessly, and it really feels like you're miles below the ground. Plus, you get to see some of your favorite villains from the series like Voldemort, Bellatrix, and Nagini. As much as we love the ride itself, the queue is equally as impressive. That first room when you walk in and see the giant chandelier that we all remember from the movies is so perfect. The animatronic goblins are beyond realistic. Every time I walk in there, I keep expecting the chandelier to start shaking like it does in Deathly Hallows right before the dragon just rips up through the floor. The pre-show with Bill Weasley and Blordak is the best, and the elevator ride is so much fun. The queue is almost like an attraction in and of itself. The only reason Gringotts isn't higher on our list is that it typically has a pretty long wait time. Even if you have an express pass, you're gonna wait longer in this express line than you do in most other attractions. And the reason for that is because they merge you with the standby line sooner than they typically do. In Gringotts, they'll merge you right when you head into the pre-show room with Bill Weasley and Blordak, and then once you exit those elevators, there's still a good bit of line left. But even though you're gonna wait a while for this attraction, it is absolutely worth it. In 4th place, we have the Raptor Encounter. If we're being honest with you here, this is an attraction that we had not experienced until last summer. We kept walking by it and we'd be like, oh, we'll do that tomorrow, or we'll do it on our next trip, and we realized that we were missing out. In this experience, you get to come face to face with Blue, the Velociraptor from the Jurassic World series. The team members are honestly what make this attraction so much fun, and if you get there early enough, you might even get to meet Sierra, the little baby Velociraptor.
I think there was part of us that had assumed that this was aimed more towards children, specifically those that like dinosaurs, and then we had that realization that we all have at one point or another in our lives, and that's that we all like dinosaurs. This is a must-do attraction. It's honestly probably the best and most interactive meet and greet in the parks, and I think my favorite part is that Blue scares Anna every single time.
I'm jumpy, okay? It is a real dinosaur. The 3rd attraction on our list is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. That never gets easier to say.
Yeah, go ahead and try to say that 5 times real fast.
We've said it before, and we will continue to say it until we find something that rivals Hagrid's, but this ride is the best overall attraction we've ever experienced, and it's really not even close. Everything from the ride vehicles down to Hagrid's narration on the attraction is absolutely perfect. Plus, there are so many references to the Harry Potter universe, including Fantastic Beasts with the blast-ended Scroots, and you get to see some of your favorite magical creatures like Fluffy and the Centaurs. Coupled with the exciting launches and how unbelievably smooth this ride is, it's no surprise that it still sees consistently high wait times, even though it's going on 3 years old. Another thing that Hagrid's has going for it is how approachable it is as a roller coaster. Yeah, it has a maximum speed of 50 miles an hour and a 17-foot vertical freefall, but there's a reason that it's been dubbed a family coaster. It's much less intimidating than rides like Hulk or Rip Ride Rocket, and it has a minimum height requirement of 3 inches less than most of the coasters in the parks, which really does make it fun for the entire family.
In 2nd place, we have the Jurassic World VelociCoaster. This is Universal's newest attraction, appropriately dubbed the apex predator of coasters. It's intense, to say the least. But what we love about the VelociCoaster is it's intense in like a good way, and not so much the, hey, you might have whiplash, or hey, you were just in a car wreck kind of way. A lot of coasters like Hulk, they give you that intensity by putting G-forces on your body, while the VelociCoaster is all about creating zero-G moments, so it's all the thrill and no pain.
This coaster is the fastest ride at Universal, topping out at 70 miles an hour with an impressive 4 inversions, and the launches are no joke. Not to mention the lap-only restraint makes it feel like you're gonna come flying out of your seat. And there's not a bad seat anywhere on the ride car. The closer to the front that you are, the better your views as you go up and over that top hat, and the further towards the back you are, the more intense the ride becomes. And even though Islands of Adventure's newest attraction has seen some fairly high wait times, the team members do a great job at getting people through the line at an incredible rate.
Yeah, much like a real dinosaur, it's a people eater.
On top of all this, the VelociCoaster's queue is equally as fun and innovative. You'll see some of your favorite characters from the movies like Dr. Wu, Claire, and Owen Grady, and of course the classic Mr. DNA. We love the convenience of the double-sided lockers and the fact that they're built into the queue as opposed to being stationed somewhere outside, but the real stars of the queue have to be the Velociraptor animatronics. They are beyond impressive. Before we get to number 1, we do have an honorable mention or a little bonus attraction that we just couldn't leave off the list. 2021 was full of theme park firsts for us, and one of the things that we did for the first time was visit Volcano Bay. We loved Universal's water park, but we fell in love with one attraction in particular, and that was the Fearless River. If you've never heard of the Fearless River, it's basically a lazy river, but the exact opposite.
Wait. So you're saying like you lay motionless on just a skid of asphalt? Because
No.
I don't remember that.
No, it's the other opposite. Instead of slowly floating down the river, you move very quickly because there's rapids and waves pulsing through it.
We seriously spent the majority of our day in the Fearless River. Any opportunity we had to get in it, we would just make an excuse. We'd be like, well, I know we're trying to get to this other attraction, but it'd probably be faster if we got in the Fearless River because there's like an exit on the other side, and it'd be like, it was never closer, like
No.
not ever once. The only bad thing I'll say about the Fearless River is there's one section where you will absolutely grind your toes to a nub. Like seriously, they'll be a few inches shorter when you get done, so you do have to look out for that. But it's so much fun. You'll just be floating and they'll start generating waves. You'll get going really fast. We 100% plan on going back to Volcano Bay this year. And if you're looking for us in that park, you can probably find us in the Fearless River.
The number 1 must-do attraction in 2022 is The Revenge of the Mummy. Now, this might come as a little bit of a shock to some of you because the Mummy just shut down for an extensive renovation, but hear us out. This is one of our favorite rides and one of our most ridden attractions in the parks. This is one of the rides we find ourselves running to when we first get to Universal, and we ride it over and over again, even though it's now 17, almost 18 years old. We love the story behind the Mummy with Brendan Fraser and his cup of coffee, but even more than that, we love all the surprise elements that this attraction has. From the backwards drop to the fake ending in the middle, nothing will ever compare to your first ride here. But it was absolutely time for a refurb. The animatronics are struggling, the Mummy in the beginning was pitiful at best, and the ride was getting rougher by the day. The reason this ride is number 1 for 2022 is because we're so excited to see all the changes that Universal makes to it, and we're excited for all of the possibilities. After 18 years, this is gonna be like having a brand new attraction, and this is the closest we'll ever get to riding the Mummy for the first time all over again. We're sad that we'll be without it for a few months, but Universal expects this renovation to be over by late summer 2022, and we will absolutely be there to check out this updated classic.
Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. Leave us a comment in the comment section and let us know, is a hot dog a sandwich or a mistake?
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you get an alert every time we post a new video.
Thanks for watching Mystery Meat.